Okay, so make sure you've made an effort to try to understand. The first part was nearly all vocabulary, so I'll just tell you. Okay, keep an eye on is keep an eye on. Get cold feet, you lose the courage to do something. Amazing reviews, it might be something positive. That's why they wanted to see. And the other three don't make sense. They're not really positive. Okay, so you see it was creative, etc. The cast perform. The cast are the people who, the actors and the actresses. That's the cast. So only the cast can perform, or the actors, actresses. I don't get them. I don't understand. To keep a straight face is a collocation. It's like a poker face, not to show any emotion. It's just, this is for emphasis. After just, you need an extreme adjective. So only impossible is an extreme adjective here. Just impossible. Like absolutely impossible. Far too abstract. This one was difficult. It's the only one that makes sense, but it's true that there isn't a good reason for it. But you can say far too simple. It's not far too simple. It was complex. Far too creative. Not really too creative. Too sad either. So by elimination you can choose abstract. Okay. I couldn't face doing something, so it was too much. I couldn't face it, so I left. And you need ing adjective because you're describing what something is like. You can use bored. And boring doesn't make sense because of the rest of the sentence. And entertain is not possible. Entertaining. Okay. Now in this one I can tell you. I marked a few things. So when it was first discovered, this happened before. This is an S. This is not a vowel. You don't say Espaniard. Probably some of you say Espaniard. That's why you wrote something else. Okay. Needed the Indians. So needed. By the time he reached it, it had been a year. So it was a year. A year passed by. Okay. Find. You need a quantifier. This is superlative. So you need a word for the superlative. This is reported passive. This is comparative. So less. This is a prediction for the future. And this is past infinitive. Many of you got this one wrong. Anyway. Let's see if I can. Okay. So they had been living when it was first discovered. Okay. It's past perfect. When that happened, this had already been happening. Okay. When I got home last night, my children had been sleeping for 30 minutes. So they were already sleeping. Okay. A Spaniard. Say, I have a friend called, no, I have the friend called Peter. I have a friend called Peter, so a Spaniard, un español. Needed them. Them is the Indians. It was nearly a year before, so pasó un año antes de que, okay, before he finally reached. Didn't find gold or didn't find any gold. Superlative, the greatest. It is believed that, we saw this, it is believed, it is claimed, less than comparative. Will, because it says certain. So some of you wrote might or may, not possible because it says certain, so it must be will. And to have done something. Okay? The listening, I don't know if you tried to listen to it again. These are the answers just for your curiosity. Okay, physical. I think these are the answers. I didn't check. This is, I remember, I think, from correcting. Winds, confident, altitude, anniversary. Most of it misspelled anniversary, but if minor spelling mistakes are accepted. Or some of you wrote wind, and I gave it as correct. Okay, you already have the answers because I marked them. So please make sure you've tried to find the evidence. Otherwise, you won't get better at this. So it will be your fault. And I won't take much responsibility for it. Okay. So the evidence. This is, let's see. The first one, only large and or small scale productions. So, small, okay, boost audience. And this has happened. Sorry. Okay. It was expected that this would boost. Boost is like Adidas boost, is increase. And this has happened. Okay. So independent films, this has happened. And blockbusters are also flourishing. Floreciendo. So large or small scales. Large blockbusters, independent films, small. Okay. That's why it's 1D. 2. Rarely seen, hardly ever distributed in cinemas. So this must be rarely seen in cinemas. 3. They want to share. They want to be able to discuss them with their friends. That is, share with others, with their friends. Media are coming less adventurous. Okay, you have it a bit after number 5. So this can make media companies more conservative. Less adventurous is more conservative. And they is the media companies. So media companies, you couldn't really, it's up to the companies, the media companies. So rather than button they, so it's all about the media companies. The companies, notice, then again you say media companies. And 6, viewers are benefiting. For the average viewer, this must be seen as a good thing because you have more variety. And the last one, I know you haven't prepared a report, but I thought it would be, since he was here, it was good for you to try to be able to fit a word. Okay, so first you have an introduction. In order to do this, is the only thing you can write. In order to do it. It was agreed. There were only 2 options. One was agreed, no was made. Or the other option, the other possible answer was made. It was made, then it was agreed then. So disadvantage is the main concern, so worries. That were raised. The only other possible were opens, but you don't open concerns. Raise is que surgieron. Since, puesto que, not all the students would be interested. However, contrast might take a valuable, however, advantages. So this is positive. So contrast between negative and positive. You can use this in the writing. For this reason, I would recommend going ahead. And that's it. So do the PHP, write an extra sentence, not just for exercises 1 and 2. Okay, extra sentence for 1 and 2. And I hope you've learned something from this. Thank you. Bye.